Namaste to all our frontline nurses who are our major asset in the fight against COVID-19. You are the new frontline defenders on par with the army today. We are all gathered here to celebrate you, the true warriors of care. Happy Nurses Day to each one of you. Let's begin by watching a small video to celebrate you. Over to you, Saurabh. Saurabh, you may start the video. That was truly a wonderful, soul-touching video. I now request our Group Nursing Director, Captain Usha Banerjee, to address our nurses on this great occasion today. Over to you, Captain.
Namaste, respected Chairman, Madam Preeta, Madam Sunita, Madam Shobna, Madam Sangeeta, Dr. Hari Prasad, and the entire leadership of Apollo and the nurses at Apollo. I think I'm immensely grateful to the entire Apollo healthcare system for having given nurses a voice to lead and to play a significant role in the healthcare ecosystem. And I'm glad Chairman thought about it many, many years ago and placed the nurse as the torchbearer for the entire Apollo healthcare system. And I'm sure our nurses have risen to the call of duty, and they have been an integral part in the clinical outcomes, the quality, the safety, the reputation, the reimbursement of our enterprise, and of course, the health of the nation. I'm extremely thankful to the entire Apollo system for having given me immense pride to lead the team. Wherever I have gone, when I say I'm leading the Apollo contingent, it's built my life, it's built my career. I came with great foundation of clinical excellence, being trained in the Armed Forces Medical College. And today I definitely pay tribute to all my teachers and to my alma mater. But as I came along the way, I discovered that there's so much more that I can learn, so much more I can contribute. And I did this only because I had Chairman always inspiring me and patting me on my back, saying that I'm doing a good job. And so did everyone else, madams, all of you, and of course, the entire leadership here. I must place on record the wonderful job that our nurses have done thus far, and tirelessly, silently, and many times unheard and unseen. But we know that your hearts go out to them. Today in this pandemic, I think the spotlight has turned. The country is today recognizing the worth of the nurse. The Apollo system had always placed them on the top, but today it's a nation's pride. And many times I with great sense of honor say that nurses have become the true Indians of today. And I'm glad the pandemic has taught us many, many lessons. And we as a team are working together to bring the best for the years to come, because I know it's an uncertain future. So we must prepare ourselves. And I'm glad that I have great nursing leaders across every unit and wonderful teams that support in. And I'm so glad to announce that, led by Sangeeta ma'am, we are launching a great initiative for upskilling nurses, not only in Apollo, but in the country. Ma'am, I must applaud and congratulate you for this great thought process. Whomever I have shared with have said that no other enterprise can undertake such a great activity. Thanks to the corporate HR and the team for putting a program together for the nurses today. I'm proud to be a nurse, and I'm sure every single person in my team is proud to be a nurse, and especially so, I'm proud to be an Apollo nurse, and I'm glad and grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Captain. You truly are an inspiration to the entire nursing fraternity at Apollo. Thank you for your kind and inspiration words. I request our JMD, Dr. Sangeeta Reddy, to address the pride of our organization. Over to you, ma'am.
So, dear Apollo nurses, namaste, good morning, and a very, very happy Nurses Day. My heart is filled with thanks, with emotions of gratitude, with deep admiration, and so much love for who you are, what you do, and what you represent, not just to the healthcare system, but to the world. And you represent something so pure and special that we call you angels. So I'm happy today that we're able to bring forward the Angel program for you, which is advancing nurses' growth through education and learning. It is, a matter of happiness and a small way to thank you. And this thanks, I think, is not just from all of us at the Apollo family. You have always been our logo. We have always loved you. But now this is a platform for the whole country and the whole world to thank you for who you are. And we will find a pride and a pleasure in seeing you enhance your skills, grow in your career and your profession, and become role models for other younger nurses. So for more details, you will all be getting an SMS. Please log on to thankanurse.in and register yourselves, because I'd like to see our Apollo nurses completely get into that program. A group of many people, the Tatas, the Microsoft, Amity University, Symbiosis University, the Hyderabad University, the Nursing Council of India, Mr. Dilip, many others are coming together for this program. And we are committing collectively to enhance the skills and the career prospects for over 100,000 nurses. This program is called Angel, Thank a Nurse. I'd love to see all our Apollo nurses benefit from it. And I thank Chairman, our Vice Chairman, our MD. They readily have agreed that Apollo will contribute 5 crores to this initiative or undertake the training of at least 1,000 nurses by ourselves. But I'm sure all of you will get in this collaborative initiative. So please go ahead and register. I'm not going to say more, except to say we love you very much and we're very, very proud of you and very thankful to you. Namaste. Sinduri,
Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure our nurses are really looking forward to this wonderful learning journey. I now request our Executive Vice Chairperson, Ms. Shobna Kamaneni, to say a few words.
Happy Nurses Day. And I just hope very soon that you beautiful ladies will never have to wear that PPE again. May that day come soon. We're just tired and sick of it. And there are 28 million nurses in the world. There are just 28 million of you, and you all are holding up the world. We all need you so much now, but remember that we never forgot you. The day that Chairman designed the logo, he said, the nurse really makes the foundation of healthcare. She's the one that keeps it together, and Apollo will always make sure that they're never forgotten. So my dear nurses, the community, remember that Apollo stands for you. And Chairman has given you that stamp of appreciation, that stamp of respect, that stamp of love. And you know, they say that you save one life and you're a hero. You save 100 lives, you're a nurse. But let me tell you, you're an Apollo nurse when you save those hundreds of lives and do it with a wonderful professionalism and tender, loving care that you bring to us every single day. So my heartfelt thanks, and cannot tell you how much we're indebted, and we just love you. You are making us win this battle, and you're the true soldiers, the true heroes of today, and we will never forget. And which is why I really applaud the Nurses Angels program. And this is something that Sangeeta helmed, but we all love and support. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words. Yes, we are all waiting to see our nurses smile without the mask and out of that PPEs very soon. May I request our Managing Director, Ms. Sunita Reddy, to address the nurses. Over to you, ma'am.
Namaste and happy Nurses Day. You know, this is truly a special day. Every time we think of the nurses, it's something like a magnet. You know, we're truly attracted toward the nurses. And I think it was this reason why the nurses became the logo of Apollo Hospitals. You are a magnet because of the unselfishness that you show to each and every one of your patients. You live for them, but in the future, they will live because of you. And that's how precious you are. As we go through life, you know, we've learned so much in the past, especially this 1 year, whether it was wearing masks that Shobna spoke about, you know, things that we do not want to, wearing PPEs, things that we probably do not want to do in the future. But I think they are lessons that we've learned in the past that would hold us good in the future. The ability to work together, strong doctor teams, working with management, that really made us a success. As you know, at this time, I think about a story that I once heard, and this is from a mathematician, Dr. Pascal. So someone told him, who was part of his team, he said, if I had your brains, I would be a really good person. So this mathematician turned around and said, if I was a good person, I would have the brains that I wanted to have. So this is really alluding to Sangeeta's program of Angel, the importance of self-improvement and that coming from within. You know, each and every day, I think it's important to push ourselves a little bit further, that extra mile, that extra inch, which you've shown in the past. And I think with Sangeeta's and the team's effort, you will really activate this core of you that enables you to bring out the best in you, because you all deserve the best. And I'm glad to be here to support that activity. And while you do so, remember that you are so crucial, not just for Apollo, but for the world. So please spend a little time looking after yourselves. As we celebrate nurses, let us celebrate you. So look after yourselves, look after your families, because the world needs you. Let me say that, you know, by doing good, by being good, you do good. You know, there's a link between satisfaction and the ability to do so much more. So look after yourselves this year. And I really would like to say thank you for your service. You kindle the hope in this dark time for all of us, and enlighten our world with your light and your love. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your beautiful words of inspiration to the team. I now call upon our Vice Chairperson, Ms. Preeta Ma'am, to please say a few words. Over to you, Preeta Ma'am.
Thank you. Can I request Sinduri to go before me? She's been silently working and doing so much for the nurses. Sinduri,
over
can
to
you
you,
go
ma'am.
before me?
Sure, thank you. Namaste, everyone, and wishing you a very happy Nurses Day. Over the last few days, I've been hearing our anthem over and over again, and I can't believe that the words written 20 years ago were actually written keeping you in mind. And the essence of our anthem is basically this. I'm just going to read out something really small. It is only the smile that is the mantra and magic of this earth. If not for the smile, we are but machines. For each life, the body is the temple. Protecting this temple, our body, is what living is all about. We will serve every part of our nation and bring well-being to each other. All I can say is that all you nurses have made this mantra and the essence of this anthem come alive, and we are very, very thankful for it. Thank you for being such a wonderful team and always working with a smile. We love you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Sinduri and the rest of the Apollo family. You know, you are the core of our family and the core of our existence. From being frontline warriors, I think you've become angels of hope. You are definitely the leaders of our TLC program, which now the rest of the world looks at. But now you've become transformational leaders, because without you, I don't think anyone could have sustained the kind of turmoil, the kind of horrendous situations that we've faced. Your eyes have now taken over from that beautiful smile because it's hidden behind a mask. And the hands have given that loving touch unstintingly to people who need. If you were looking after 10 patients, now you're looking after 1,000 patients. You know, that's the kind of level you've all grown to. And it's been silent. We have leaders from the front like Usha. We have Santi, who actually is a nurse who's become a CEO. Great examples. I also am remembering Violet David because she set some amazing standards for us. Even today, the Apollo nurse stands tall because of the tradition and the culture which was set in when chairman started Apollo. So I think you're a very precious entity of Apollo. You're actually the bedrock of our existence. And whether it is the leadership team, whether it's the rest of your Apollo colleagues or the clinicians when they do endless hours of work, I think the rest of the world depends on you. The community and the patients' families depend on you. Thank you for keeping that flame flying, shining so brightly, for the Apollo flag flying high and bright. It's been an amazing journey with all of you, and we know that your tribe will grow. Thank you, Sangeeta, for putting this angel program together, because I think it's a heartfelt thank you from the whole country, not only the Apollo team, to say that, you know, we acknowledge the kind of work you do and we really want to give back and in whichever way support you all to grow. I'd like to thank your families also, because I know a lot of you have children, but you stay in the hostels, you work 12 hours, you work 24 hours sometimes, go home and see your children at very short durations, and you do it with a smile, you do it with a beautiful touch. So today is a time just to say thank you, that we really love you, and you're just the most amazing part of our lives. Thank you for being the Apollo nurse and part of the Apollo family. And of course, happy Nurses Day. Namaste and thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your words of inspiration. Yes, our nurses are truly the bedrock of existence today. I now request our beloved chairman, Dr. Pratap Reddy, to please address our warriors. Over to you, sir.
Happy Nurses Day, Preeta, Sunita, Shobna, Sangeeta, Sinduri, Usha, all. I said, I'm overwhelmed with what I have seen over the last 1 year, what you have done in this global crisis. No one expected that anyone would see in their lifetime a healthcare crisis of this proportion. We have seen the patients who wanted to reach healthcare and get the care, but we have also seen people who have got the care and came out. Their admiration is, yes, the doctors have done this, hospitals have done this, but the nurses have done extraordinary things. What they have done is something like what one of the singers told me yesterday. 35 days she was unconscious and she was discharged alive. She said, Apollo gave me life back, but the nurses look at me as though I'm their child. I think this is what you've got all the skills you gave to save, but you have also given the great care and compassion. This is why I said on the day before, when we wanted to say, what is going to be our logo? I imagined myself, yes, I think we need great technology, great doctors, great skills, but we need great people who can give the care, which is the only one who has got the entire spectrum of healthcare in the whole system. And they give it with that extraordinary power to give this nursing, which made us, in just 3 decades, you have made India and Indian healthcare system as one of the best in the world. I think this is where it's going to make a tremendous impact. All that I can say is Florence Nightingale on that day brought in what nurses can do in bringing care, comfort, and cure for patients. But what you have brought today is care, comfort with skills and love, of extraordinary love, which has made a huge impact in recovery and wellness of these patients. We have got this huge challenge. You are preparing yourself for this huge crisis we're expecting for this decade, the non-communicable disease. It is there. But just before that was launched, this is coming. A thing which is unprecedented, what we've not seen in our lifetime, never imagined in our lifetime. So I think what I expect is you are all going to say, you are all going to give that skills and compassion and care that nobody can imagine. Nobody can imagine, not in Apollo in India, but in the world, that they cannot imagine that this is the type of what a nurse can do in this huge crisis that you have before you. And I'm happy saying that you have done all of these, but there is much more. That's where Sangeeta has made this difference, saying, we will still make you one step up by upskilling this. But that upskilling is before that upskilling, I'm happy it said, the program is called Thank You Nurse. Should I thank you? I should say, we admire you. The patient admires you, the patient adores you. So we are saying you thank you so that all the meanings are there. What the patient says, what we say, everything is there, but you are extraordinary. But I'm so happy that I have this nurses program. The upskilling time, I still remember that Indian need is nurses. When I first need to bring the skill program, I brought a nurse from Dr. Denton Cooley, Shannon Bryson. I think you still have her tape. She used to train people who are intensive care units. I think what our intensive care nurses now train, that program can go all over the world. That those tapes can go all over the world. This is what you've done. You brought extraordinary things in making healthcare. You made us that proud. You made us so happy. I feel so happy the moment I see, all of you at your work. Even after the end of your work, when I see there is no tiresome in you, there is that happiness that you have done so much for that. God bless you. I love you. I love you. All that I can say. Nurses, you are very, very special to us. For Apollo, you have done extraordinary. For India, you are going to do this. Now you want to do this world. So I think it is the nurses are going to be around the world. That is where I think this program of upskilling will make a significant impact, that you will be wanted all over the world. And you will be wanted not as, just to do a care, but you will be wanted saying, you are the person who can make a difference in healing a patient. So God bless you. I love you. I love you. But as I said, I have no words for what you have done during this pandemic period. But I think this is not over. But I also know that your spirit is not still over. Usha also said this. What we have seen before, what nurses have done, is going to be not what we are going to see, but what you are going to perform. So I wish you all of the courage, love, and from the bottom of my heart, I can only say, you have pleased me. I'm so happy that the logo, which is all over the world, shows Apollo holding the torch. So this is where a nurse is. That's what a nurse is for Apollo. That's what a nurse is for Indian nursing. That's what a nurse is going to be for the world nursing. God bless you. I love you. I love you. Sucha wants to say on what I wish you.
Yeah. That's to all of you. All the nurses.
We can't see her. Can the camera be moved?
Yeah.
I treat them like my own children. They're so good. And I wish all of them the best of them.
Did you hear? She treats you all like they're her children and best of everything. How wonderful is this? Huh? She doesn't say this to any of us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Truly, we're all the nurses and we all are your children. So as you rightly said, that nurses truly have the skill, compassion, and care. And I'm sure they are raring to go in the future with the learnings of the new program, the Angel. And as everyone says, we would also like to take this opportunity to thank you all nurses for being courageous superheroes on the front line. We love you all and we are all proud of you today. I'm sure you're all already having a great time at your units. There's a host of surprises awaiting you. Go ahead, enjoy the day and have a fabulous year ahead too. Thank you everyone for gracing this occasion. Namaste.
I love to all of you. That's my namaste.